What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Lovely Intuitive Soul of the Divine. It is your girl Lovely, and I am back to do another general reading for the collective. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I cuss, okay? So if you don't like cussing, baby, this is not the channel for you. If you don't like somebody who's going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear, baby, this is not the channel for you. I am goofy as a motherfucker. I talk with my hands, okay? I sing off key too, baby. I laugh all the time, okay? I like to have a good time in general, but I am also here for a higher purpose, though. I'm here to continue on my healing journey, making sure I'm giving you all clear guided messages. Hopefully, this helps you all on your healing journey. So, any advice, any guidance you get out of these readings, take what resonates out of them and leave the rest, okay? Do not force it to fit, because if it is not your story, it is not your story. All of my readings are timeless in general, so please keep that in mind. And to my returning subscribers, baby, welcome the motherfucker back. Yeah, baby, we back again. Okay, we growing. We vibing out in this bitch, man. I appreciate y'all coming back and fucking with your girl. You know, I'm always gonna come back and fuck with y'all because the love is too real, baby. You're fucking with me. I'm fucking with y'all, and what's understood don't need to be explained. I love y'all, okay? More than y'all will ever know. And y'all know, honey, is always and forever. I'm going to stay in my vibe. So let's go ahead and get into the shuffle. You used to love me, Faith Evans. They said, I remember when you used to love me, okay? It's like, I remember the day that you actually cared about me. They said you don't care about them no more. They said, I remember the day when everything was sweet. Shit is not sweet now, okay? So there's somebody that, you know, they took your time for granted, okay? They just took you for granted in general. They did not prioritize you, is what I'm getting. It is like you were doing too much, okay? You were over giving to this person. It was definitely one-sided, okay? It was almost like you became the chaser, okay, in the situation. And it's like they missed all that good-ass loving that you were giving before you realized, okay, that they were not the one for you to continue to put your energy into, okay? So whoever this is, they definitely missing all of those good qualities about you, that nurturing energy that you had, okay, making sure that you was there to listen to them. Like whoever I'm picking up on, yeah, you was definitely always available to whoever this person was, and they took that shit for granted. And so even if they came back, like they're really gonna get a different version of you, because whoever I'm picking up on, it's like, yeah, you only get that version of me once, baby. Like, listen, because when you come back, you got to be different, okay? You're gonna be completely different, or even if you would believe that this person has actually changed, okay? So that's what I'm getting in the energy. So let's see what the hell we got going on in the energy, baby. Repo. Damn, somebody's going through some issues. So this person, it's almost like whoever this is, they could have spoke bad on your name too, though. And then all the shit in their life, okay, is crashing. For some of y'all, it could be baby mother, baby father. If you have kids, is also what I'm getting. And it's almost like they kind of blame you, okay? Because now that you're not in their life and everything is going left, it's like they kind of blame you for the issues they got going on, though, okay? So somebody could be losing their car, all right? And maybe they used to rely on you for backup, okay? Like you could have helped this person out. Like it could be any area, whatever it is, somebody's going through some shit. So you got somebody that's definitely feeling a way about you, though. Okay, their finances aren't doing too well, and for some of y'all, they feel like a part of it is because of you, though. I'm really getting it. It's not somebody that, if it was a baby, if it's not a baby mother or baby father, it is somebody else that was in your energy who was definitely wishing bad on your name, like ill intent type shit. And then all of the shit in their life is going to shit now. So it's like all this malicious things that they tried to put out in your energy is reversing back on their goddamn ass. And that's what they get, okay? That's what they get for being so damn negative. So anyway, let's go on and get into the full damn energy, though. So thank you, Spirit. Go ahead and protect me in the collective. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your day. I feel like people said you used to love them and now that you don't, okay? So even if this is somebody that is losing their shit, house, car, just job, possibly, all of that type of shit, they remember when they were going through shit, they could call you. they can reach out to you. They can't do that shit no more because you're not about that. Like I said, whoever these people are, whoever I'm picking up on, they not getting the same version of you, even if you were to entertain it. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I can't listen. Codependent. What does that say? Like, I'm telling you, they was codependent on your energy too. Okay, people had codependency. Okay, and people remember the way that you used to love they ass, man. You was going above and beyond for people, man. You're not doing that shit no more. Like, that's what I'm getting. And people was codependent on your energy. The way you used to love them is not the same. Okay, because they going through shit and they can't call on you. They can't call on you. You didn't put your energy back. You said no. Okay, find somebody else to do it. Like, find somebody else to do it. It can't be you. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, some people going through some karmic cycles right now, and they really wish that they had you. They really wish that they had you by their side, though. Okay, and I can't make this up. You was doing too much. Supersize me. You was doing too much, baby, for these people, and they were not deserving of it. Okay, she's playing hard to get from high five. Now people feel like you playing hard to get and shit, that you over here really indulging in yourself more than you should be. Okay, people were very excessive when it came to dealing with you, though. And it's like they did so much to try to stay in your energy, and then now that you have reverted and you have moved on because you knew you were doing too much, now you the one that's playing hard to get, hard to obtain, hard to talk to, hard to just even be around at some point in time, because it is for some reason it's like what I'm getting, when you were doing too much, people still remember that version of you doing too much, excessively doing too much, for people who you knew good and well that they was just, it was just running dry. Like they string was getting cut. Like they were asking for too much, they expected too much out of you, and they weren't doing shit, okay, in return. And that is for a few in your energy, okay? A few people, okay? Cuffing season, okay? So something could have happened around cuffing season, okay, with a person in particular, though, okay? You could have definitely disconnected from somebody in cuffing season, and you're like, okay, I'm officially single now, okay? Like, I'm officially doing what the fuck I want, when the hell I want to do it. Like, I'm not interested in nobody. Like, you're very happy and content with where you at, and that's kind of what started it for you. Okay, you may feel like since cuffing season that you could be ready for a relationship, right? That you've done the work, okay? You've learned that you're doing too much and you had to start moving around on people, though, okay? So something about cuffing season is significant to whoever I'm picking up on, okay? So let's see. What they know is you playing hard to get. So even if you have been, single and mingling, you're not really easy to obtain. They can't get you the way that they want to, though, okay? There's people that want to overindulge in your energy, though, too, especially with that supersized card. Yeah, you don't put yourself in a place of harmony, though. A lot of balance and peace is where you're headed, okay? If anything, you doing too much when it comes to your peace and happiness, okay? People said you doing too much, really indulging in yourself. Like, how dare you not have that energy that I need from you, okay? How dare you, right? How dare you do that, though? Yeah, they karmic. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, people learning lessons from you, though, the hard way. Okay, the hard way, though, because once you pull that shit back, you can't help them. Some people, they were so codependent on you, like shit. There was only so much that you could do. After a while, you was just doing too much, and you came to the realization, like I said, cuffing season is significant, and that was something that definitely made you want to change how you deal with people. And it doesn't have to be cuffing season last year. It could have been a few years ago, okay? But it was around the winter time, the winter months, when you really started focusing on yourself. Yeah, lust, because people is greedy as shit and really lusting after you and your attention. That's why you play hard to fucking get, because what are y'all talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? You said you more than just somebody to lay the fuck down with, though. You really solid, though. And people know that, though. That's why they was using you for your energy. That's why they could always call on you. They could always depend on you. It's like you would stop what you were doing and you was jumping and doing things for people just because that is who you are as a person. You had to learn to start protecting yourself, though. Okay, because there's a lot of people that are very inconsiderate when it comes to you. They don't think about you, okay, in the moment. They think about what they need. They only think about self. So you had a lot of selfish people. You had selfish lovers, selfish friends, selfish ass family members who are inconsiderate, okay, and you realized that you was doing too much and it was fucking your peace up. It was fucking your happiness up. Because why are you so considerate of others when they're not considerate of you? Like, that's just, yeah. So everybody's kind of been getting dismissed. This is literally the trend of the week, though. But whoever I pick up on, it ain't nothing to cut a bitch off, period. Okay. When it comes to what you need, it ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. And you always got receipts. Whoever I'm picking up on, you always justify your reasoning for why you disconnect from people. Okay, your intuition is what guides you, though. Okay, you got receipts on anybody who's trying to come with the business. Like, what you talking about? Because my shit is valid, though. That's what I'm getting, though. Even some, greedy ass, inconsiderate ass ex-lovers that you had, though, okay, they may feel like they had some receipts on you, like you're not who you say you are. But really, at the end of the day, your shit speaks for itself. Okay, my life from Mary J. Blige. Okay, listen, your life is something that you are healing. Your life is something that's precious. Baby, you said it's valuable. And the fuck, how dare y'all? You know what I'm saying? Treat me like that. So it's like you really had a lot of anger behind, once you started tapping into really healing and really opening your perspective. It was the audacity of these people, though. Okay, the audacity. And then if somebody is mad because they lose it everything and they feel like you have something to do with it. Like, it could be a friend, a family. I'm also getting baby mother, baby father. Like, they talked all that fucking shit and they not a part of your life. And it's like you were doing so much for them. When you ripped that energy away from them, you are the blame for why everything in their life is not fucking working. Okay. Yeah. Toxic masculinity. I can't make this up. I promise you, though, because whoever I'm talking, it's somebody toxic as shit, though. Okay, like they were so inconsiderate and selfish, like doing too fucking much to fuck with your peace, like to make things hard for you, though, is what I'm getting to. They had all these expectations, but they don't meet not a goddamn part of any of the expectations that they put on you. Okay, yep, you cleansed, baby. Listen, come on, baby, you had to detox that energy because it was necessary. You stay to yourself a lot now, though. Okay, you wanted to purify your energy in order for you to detox and get rid of that negativity, because that's what it is. People project. Okay, all they do is project onto you, and you're just about tired of the shit. Like, I'm about tired of y'all, and you done cleansed your energy. Okay, you could have done things in the past that were excessive. Okay, you could have definitely been, smoking, drinking, okay, shopping addiction, what I'm getting type thing, where you were overindulging and then overindulging in others. Okay, like just doing a lot for people who were taking your peace away, taking your happiness away. Okay, you had to start deleting, removing, blocking, whatever was possible. Okay, however you can do it, you was gonna do it, though. Especially with them inconsiderate ass lovers that you had in the past, because all of them were. You ain't met one, okay, that had considered your feelings at least one good time and actually meant it. Let's be real, because it was toxic masculinity. So they had negative intentions. They had ill will behind it. It was malicious. Okay, and it's a few people that you dealt with, though. Okay, yeah, receipts, honey. Listen, the receipts is still here because you said, listen, they try to come back with that bullshit. Your receipts is really how you walking right now. Like, it's not even if you do have physical receipts of how these people treated you, if you really had to prove your point, whoever I'm picking up on, you ain't even got to do that, though, because it speaks for itself. You are the receipts. Do you hear me? You're the receipts. Because you still glowing, you still healing, and you moving the fuck around. That's just what it is, man. You said ain't nothing about to fuck up this happiness that you're coming into. Okay, for some of y'all in cuffing season, like I said, you got out of a connection, a relationship. You could have been married or anything like that, though. And it's just like, damn, I'm trying to get my shit back together. And so all these people that were, greedy and inconsiderate of you and your emotions, you knew you had to get rid of them first. Okay, first. Okay, dirty money too. Child, what the hell you got going on, baby? You got people that was stealing from you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. People's trying to steal from your ass too. Steal your time, your money, your energy. Okay, you could be in a court case right now. You could have had something that was done to you illegally, and you've been fighting that battle as well. You've been really cleansing your energy because you got a lot of shit in it. Okay, you got a lot of shit in it. You got a lot of people trying to play with you, though. Okay, it also has money laundering on there too, though. Okay, so you could have got some fake ass money. For some of y'all, don't force it to fit. But it could have been somebody that was thinking they was gonna pay you back, but the shit was fraudulent. It's also what I'm getting. Or you had somebody trying to steal from you, though, and you caught them, though. Okay, is what I'm getting. Red flag. Listen. Okay, at your best, Aaliyah, you are loved though. Okay, people see that though. That's why it was so easy to be in your energy. And you are a very kind person, but you had to start paying attention to these red flag situations. Okay, there was some situation that maybe you were a part of, maybe you weren't a part of, and you could have receipts that you have no dealings with ever the fuck is going on with this money here. Okay, but it was a risky ass situation, and you paid attention to the red flags though. Okay, so if somebody tried to get you involved in some type of money scheme, you trusted your intuition. Don't force it to fit, but that's what I'm getting. You trusted your intuition and you moved around because it was somebody that considered themselves close to you though. But really though, if they had got you involved, you'd be going to jail just what they asked, because somebody about to go to jail. I'm just saying, somebody about to go to jail. Okay, yep, TikTok, they about to be gone too. It could be baby mother, baby father. Okay, like I said, that's why they over here like losing everything. They're losing everything, and then their money wasn't even legit. Okay, you really put people on a deadline when it comes to fucking with you though. And then whoever I'm picking up on, you don't play about your motherfucking money either though. So don't let it have been something that you really fighting though. You're really fighting that shit because you work hard for yours. Okay, for some of y'all, it could be an inheritance too. Okay, that you were supposed to receive and you did not receive it though. There's definitely something behind some money. All right, don't force it to fit, but that's what I'm getting though. Okay, yep, you're a key player. All right, so somebody could be trying to use you, okay, as a witness to maybe use you as an alibi type shit. Don't force it to fit, but that is what I'm getting. It's somebody that's in your energy close. Okay, they trying to get you to join something with some money, and if you are resonating with that part, definitely take heed. Okay, because you're a key player though. You know that you have a lot of power though. You know that you will come through. Just make sure you're paying attention to who the fuck you coming through for, because somebody is not the fuck solid. Period. Okay, you're irreplaceable, and a lot of people see that though. So whoever that was in the very beginning, like I said, that got all this animosity towards you because you had the nerve to pull your energy back. You had the nerve to actually consider yourself for once, that they couldn't continue to use you, okay, the way that they wanted to, is what I'm getting. Okay, yep, King of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, you were doing too much because people saw you as stable, right? They saw you stable. Stay. I said stable. Okay. They saw you stable though. Okay. They see that you're very balanced as well though. Okay. Like you are dedicated to your craft. Like you do a lot. Anyway, you do too much. Period though. But when it came to people that you were dealing with, and then what you had, people looked at you as a handout. Okay. And it got you caught up in some shit. For some of y'all, it got you caught up in some shit that you had no business being a part of, and maybe you weren't even really privy to it because you were just helping, right? Baby, Five of Cups. They miss that you ain't doing a lot for them like you used to. People see that you are very solid with yourself, though. Okay, that you actually caught on to it is what I'm getting. You caught on to their tricks. Okay, you caught on to their lies and their deception, and you had to pull away. Like it's really the audacity of these people, though, is what I'm getting. The audacity of these people that are in your life or trying to stay in your life and make you feel like what you're doing or leaving them behind is inconsiderate of you, right? But the King of Pentacles came out in the reverse, though. Okay, so like I said, you were losing a lot when you were dealing and doing too much for other people. You were losing a lot. Okay, and there's some corruption. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of greed. People greedy. Okay, lazy, insecure. Okay, it's the material things that people latched onto you about, but they didn't really connect with your soul, though. That's why you feel like people are inconsiderate. Okay, yeah, the Empress, they didn't connect with your soul, though. Okay, this definitely could be baby mother, baby father, though. Is also what I'm getting. That fool, whoever it was, yeah, they was trying to cling on to you because they knew you would financially support them, though. Okay, so they never had it together. But when you finally got privy to the shit, you started trusting your intuition and really seeing shit for what it was, you had to move on. They were greedy as hell. Greedy, selfish. They fuck around with money. They always get caught up in it. They could be in and out of jail type shit. Like, yeah, you had no time for that shit. And if you do have children, if it is a baby mother, baby father, or hell, even an ex, or however it fits in your life. But baby mother, baby father, though, yeah, you have moved around when it comes to your children and then the type of energy they're in. It's not fair for them to experience them in this low ass vibrational energy. Like, it's so They're so selfish. They're so toxic. It wouldn't even matter what they tried to do. You see right through the shit now. They put you through a lot too. Like I said, whoever this is, they about to get their karma. Okay, somebody about to go to jail. Somebody going to jail, baby. Okay, yep, Queen of Cups. You started really protecting your heart though, and you're an empath. You're a healer. You know what I'm saying? You like to do good. You like to help people in need, and there's nothing wrong with that. You have to know how to balance it, and that is what you're in the process of doing. Before I let you go, Blackstreet, they said, "Can I get a kiss? Good night." They could stutter, okay, or trying to fumble their words, all right, or even try to speak to you. That's a few people though. I mean, because people do feel like you play hard to get just to have a conversation with though. People don't want to let you go because of all the good qualities and the things that you did for them. But when you realize that they were not considerate of you and what the fuck you had going on, you had to do something different. Okay? Yeah, High Priestess, you had to do something different. You started following your heart, following your intuition. You're very strong too. So even when they tried to break you down, it still did nothing but make you stronger. You're very, very powerful right now. Okay. Yep. Page of Pentacles. So people that were inconsiderate, they only came very immature. All right. It's like they wanted to take their sweet ass time with you. Like I said in the very beginning, there was somebody that didn't prioritize you though, right? And they remembered when you used to give them anything that they wanted. And they wasn't giving you nothing but ass, baby. They wasn't giving you nothing but sex. Like literally, whoever I'm picking up on, you wasn't getting nothing else out they ass. You wasn't getting no time the way you wanted it. You wasn't getting no attention the way you wanted it. Hell, you wasn't getting a goddamn thing from them but that pipe or that good ass coochie. One or the other, however it fits in your life, it was not enough. Okay, to fulfill you though. Okay, whoever that was, they felt that they could take their sweet ass time and treat you however they wanted. They were absolutely inconsiderate. But once you started realizing that shit, you say, "You listen, I got an idea. I'm gonna bounce. Like, how about that? I'm about to dip out. Like, how about that?" And you started cleansing that energy, baby. Yeah, the devil. And they're codependent on that sex too. You have sexual healing energy. They're codependent on that shit. Okay, so they come with something. You know what I'm saying? They come with something new. Then maybe you won't think that they're inconsiderate anymore. And that's for the lovers, the ex-lovers in your life. Okay? But they had this codependency on you, about you, and they cannot give you what you deserve. People played a lot of games with you. People thought you were naive too. You could play naive, but you know what the hell you be doing. You know how to move. You just don't believe your intuition. Whoever I'm picking up on, you did not believe your intuition. It's not like you didn't know. Okay, because you did know how these people was moving. Some, not all, but some. Your intuition was just knocking at you like red flag, flag on the play, flag on the play. Okay, and you just want to see the good in others, and sometimes that's not enough. All right, that's not enough, and you had to start cleansing that energy, baby. Yeah, this could be your family with that 10 of cups. Okay, you removing and ridding the negativity of your family. Okay, so it definitely could be family that's in a financial issue or a situation. Like I said, it could have something to do with an inheritance. Okay, they stole that shit from you. Okay, don't force it to fit, but that is what I'm getting. Something illegal is coming on with your family, and it's about to be exposed. Shit, you've been moving around. Okay, really cleansing your energy and detoxing and ridding yourself of family members that are negative, that have malicious intent, that are inconsiderate, like that don't really give a shit about you and what you're doing. It just, how does it help them out? And that is kind of the person that you have been for your family. You've always been that supportive figure, okay, until they take too much, okay, and they don't give enough back. Okay, that's what I'm getting, baby. Yeah. 7 of Cups. You really started moving around and exploring your options on how to better yourself, okay? How to really focus on your goals. You really started focusing on areas in your life, career, okay? If you are trying to invest in a business, you're doing that. If you went back to school, if you know, actually got a promotion or even got a new job, however the case may be, you're trying to take your mind off of the fucking situations that's going on in your family too. Okay, so family, ex-lovers that are motherfucking, well, everybody just inconsiderate when it comes to you though. Okay, they don't take you serious, but they have no choice but to do that now because you ain't playing no motherfucking games. Especially if they got you caught up in some money situation that you ain't had nothing to do with though. You are the receipt. Like, that's because you are the receipt. Okay. Yep. Seven of Pentacles. So somebody, like I said, they worked hard, okay, to try to take that money from you though. They did a lot of investing and trying to build you up to join that scheme of theirs, okay? Or if it was behind your back though, yeah, they was definitely moving with the intent of you never finding out. Okay? And it's almost like, they felt that if they had your name on something, that was financial gain for them, but there's some big ass karma behind them doing that shit on you. I promise you that. Okay, the deadline, the shit's coming up. It's going to be exposed, whoever this is. Okay, yeah, strength card. Okay, and if it was something financial, so say you were supposed to receive something and you didn't receive it, and you could be fighting it right now. You've been staying strong through that, and Lord's will that you didn't necessarily need that money, but that's your shit though. Okay, so it's like the way that people played on your top is not being tolerated no more. Okay, and if you already know what I'm talking about when it comes to whatever this situation is with this money here, okay, people thought that they were going to financially gain off of your name until shit hits the fucking fan. Okay, the way these cards are flipping out. Five of Pentacles left out, baby. Yeah. See, people was too busy for you and you left and moved them out of there, okay? Somebody is going to be in a place of poverty because they're losing everything. They're losing everything. They're going through hard times, okay? So whoever took that money from you, because that's what I keep getting, whoever took that money from you, yeah, they spent that shit up and they ain't got shit to show for themselves. And it's about to be exposed on who the fuck it is, okay? The receipts could be that you about to find out who played with your name, because that's what I'm getting to. Okay, we got the Page of Cups. So it could have been a lover, okay? It could have been somebody that was trying to, act like they wanted to be with you, but they were emotionally immature, okay? And you left them out. So they can't even try to say that you were a part of it because you don't even deal with them anymore. Okay. My love is constant through the highs and the lows. And that's what people saw about you, though. Knocking the boots, H-Town. I'm over here channeling. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that it was somebody that you could have definitely, it could have been a baby mother, baby father, or an ex-lover, spouse, okay, situationship. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to get close enough to you, though, okay? And for some of y'all, they did get close enough to you, though, okay, to get your name on some shit, and it has something to do with some fraudulent ass money or a fraudulent transaction or something that has put you in court. Okay. Anyway, though, people notice that your love is constant because at your best, you are loved. Through the highs and the lows, you were always there. Okay. But you had to realize that it was too much that you were giving. Hope shapes your future more than pain ever could. Yeah. And so you started getting rid of the pain, getting rid of the negativity that are around people. Okay. People don't realize, that you see through them though. Like you're in the Empress. You definitely see through the bullshit. Okay. It may have took you a while to get to this place. Okay. Because people just thought that they can do whatever the fuck they wanted all seasons. Like, yeah, you're not doing that shit no more. Okay. My love for you is endless. Okay. So as you continue to balance yourself, put yourself in a place of harmony though, people are falling in love with you. The ones that even, fucked it up with you though, it's the love for you is irreplaceable. You're a very supportive figure and you have a very motherly, nurturing, or fatherly energy. Okay. Whoever, I'm masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. Okay, you have this energy about you that's very nurturing and supportive, and it's something that people can't find too often because it's very genuine as well. So yeah, they were toxic, they were absolutely karmic, low vibrational. They didn't know how to handle it, nor did they know how to treat you. Some people are a product of their environment. All they know how to do is find ways to get what they want out of people, to get that money, because like I keep getting that. Or for some of y'all, just to, just till you have nothing left, you deplete yourself of all of the energy. Okay. Tell me what your heart needs. Yeah. Now people want to know what you got going on. They said that now that you pulled your energy away, well, tell me, what is it that you need? What did I do wrong? They know what the fuck they did. And whoever the hell is playing on your name or playing with some money and got you all up in court, they knew they did that shit and they still try to be up in your face. Baby, that's some bull ass shit. Let's turn mistakes into lessons. Yeah, that's what you've been doing. Turning them mistakes into lessons. All those lustful, inconsiderate ass, breadcrumbing ass, lovers, greedy ass motherfuckers thinking they could take their time with you and do whatever the fuck they wanted to do with you. And you said that's a no-go. I'm learning the lesson, okay? I'm learning the lesson. I made a mistake being in temptation, okay? Anytime from Brian McKnight. They said, do I ever cross your mind? Anytime. Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? So that is that person, like I said from the very beginning. Okay, it said they know they didn't prioritize you, and they just hope that y'all connection was strong enough that you still think about them. You could have done a cord cutting ritual just to get rid of the energy, because you are cleansing yourself. You're in a place of purification, like you're cleansing your body, your soul, your mind. Okay, like everything that you are focused on is cleansing. Okay, all of that negativity, people that don't serve you, people that only want one thing. Okay, and if you wondering if I'm missing you, you said I don't care about all that, because you really high key. It's the audacity for all these people in these areas of your life that had you fucked up, and yet you still keep rising to the occasion. Yet you still keep coming to the top. Okay, I choose us over and over and over again. Okay, so somebody is hooked on you. Okay, stuck. They still choose you even though they know you're not choosing them. But that is their fault, okay? They may not ever really fully speak up and tell you, though, either, is what I'm getting, okay? I can't carry this love alone. and really, though, that's how you felt when it comes, because coming out under the cleanse and the Ten of Cups, which is the family, okay? A family dynamic, okay? You said you couldn't carry all that love alone, though. Like, people need to be solid. Shit, be real about situations. It's the conditioning of your family is what I'm getting. You're breaking the generational curses of what the expectations from your family is. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're cleansing everybody, so it don't even matter who or what they are to you in your family. Okay, if they are codependent, overly codependent, if it's not your kids, right? If it's they're overly codependent, always downpouring all of their energy, throwing you in their drama. Okay, you try to set boundaries with them. They're inconsiderate. They don't respect your boundaries. You start showing them. Okay, and you've been showing them because you're all about purifying you, your body, your mind, your energy, your space, your time. Like all of that shit matters. Okay, love takes effort from both of us. You want somebody that is reciprocal like you. You're definitely a giver, okay? And so you could have gave to somebody, or somebody could have took your information, or like I said, somebody could have stole from you, and you could be fighting that right now, okay? You could find out somebody stole from you. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're going to find out something. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're going to find out something when it has to do with some money, and it was illegal, and they could be facing jail time, court, whatever the fuck, okay? You about to find it out, baby. Yeah, love shouldn't feel this heavy. Yeah, and it's somebody that you cared about. I'm telling you, it could be a family member, it could be an inheritance, okay? I'm telling you, some with some finances, and it's gonna hit you to your core too, because you're gonna be like, damn, really? Like, damn, you wouldn't have expected that, and that's what I'm getting. If it's already happened to you now, then you already know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't force it to fit if it's not for you, okay? Even apart, my love for you stays strong, okay? So you got somebody that, like I said, they thinking about your ass. they trying to interrupt this reading, baby, but you got some business to worry about up in this bitch. Like, damn, somebody really trying to, play on your top, though, is what I'm getting. They really are. Somebody real bitter about it, okay? And it's just like they couldn't get what they wanted out of you, so they tried to, drag your name through the mud, though, too. And in effect of that, they start losing everything. They're losing everything, and you're the one to blame for that, is what I'm getting, okay? That's what I keep getting. What does it say? Let's nurture our love every step of the way, okay? And because people didn't prioritize you, that you put them on a deadline, because you are very nurturing, okay? And you like to nurture your connections, help them grow, okay? Making sure that you both are investing in it. They weren't doing that. So once you ripped it away, baby, it's too late. Shit. They was too busy procrastinating, 34, thinking they couldn't prioritize you because you were so nice and so giving and so kind, okay? And just so easily accessible. Shit, you playing hard to get now. You're not accessible for anything. Okay, you're really busy. Like I said, and if you're going and you in and out of court with all of this shit going on, shit, you ain't got time to be worried about nobody else. Okay. Friend of mine, Kelly Price. She was a friend of mine. She messed with my man. She lied. She cheated. She took all I had. Okay. So you could have a friend in your energy, okay, that you definitely don't deal with no more. Okay. It could have been a third party situation. You could have found out a friend, or you could be finding out that a friend dealt with somebody that you was dealing with type shit. Okay. And they tried to smear your name as well, is what I'm getting. They fucked around and found out all of that shit got put back to them tenfold, and they're losing everything. Don't force the fit, but somebody's losing everything. Love can mend the deepest wounds. Okay. 35. You loving on yourself is healing these wounds. Okay. You going through these experiences, okay, that you're going through right now. It's making you stronger. It's making you wiser. Okay, you trusting your intuition is what's gonna push you through these damn situations with your family, friends, okay, ex-lovers that might try to bring their ass back. I know you're not for the shit, okay, because they didn't try. So it's like, shit, you didn't try, I'm not trying, and I don't even want to speak to you though. You're really busy, and you got a lot of people, playing on your top right now. So definitely protect your energy. Know that you got the evil eye on you, okay, because people, they done did too much to try to tear you down when you don't give them the energy that they need. Very narcissistic, okay? Very narcissistic. So let's do the signs. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node if you're operating in it. Okay, and I only do the signs because I don't do individual sign readings anymore. So even if your sign is not caught out here, that does not mean this reading ain't hitting with you though. Two of Swords. So you could be a Libra moon that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. But yeah, like you had to make a decision, okay, to choose yourself or continue to care and nurture others when they were not reciprocating it. You had to make a choice, okay, because through the highs and the lows, you do know you got you, right? And, people have a lot of greed and insecurity behind them, though, that, they try to mess with your mind, is what I'm getting. They try to make you confused so that you had no choice but to help them. And it definitely gives family, okay? Because they feel like as you family, you're supposed to always be there. You're supposed to always reciprocate no matter what they do to you. And that is not how the fuck it works, okay? There's got to be some respect. Especially when there's a lot of people in your energy that are fucking inconsiderate as hell. Whoever I'm picking up on, it's like you kind of tired of repeating the same fucking boundaries and they keep fucking breaking them. So you said, you know what? I'm about to just show you with my actions, and you've been moving the fuck around. The best decision that you can make, because you're trying to rid yourself of the negativity, and the only way that you can do that is disconnect from those toxic attachments. Friend, family, ex, whoever the fuck it is, okay? Two of Cups. Okay, so you could be a Cancer that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with though. Okay, you were really undecided about loving others or loving yourself. You put yourself in balance, okay? You literally put yourself in balance though. It's like you're in love with yourself and you don't have a place of confusion anymore. Not like you used to. Not about whether you're making the right decision from disconnecting from people. Yeah, your partnerships, Three of Pentacles, your friends, family. Like I said, they was greedy. They was inconsiderate, insecure, maybe jealous. Because you already had it together. Or they didn't have it together. And they tried to wish that downfall on you. And it's not working. And it's falling back on them. They're stuck. They can't get out of the situations they're in. And it's getting worse. Because as they watch you glow and heal and move on and possibly build new connections, they're not a part of that though. So somebody that, really wished on your downfall, they're losing everything. As you continue to you're determined to succeed regardless of who the fuck is in your way. Like, you're not letting these people stop you anymore, baby. Knight of Cups. Okay, it could have been a player. You could be a Pisces that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. It could have been a player too, as well. Your baby mother, baby father could be a motherfucking player though. All right, so they had more than a few options, but you were their money tree. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You were their money tree. All right, and then you took that shit away, so they started dragging your name through the fucking mud. And it don't have to be baby mother, baby father. I just keep getting that though. It could be somebody that you were in a relationship with though. Yeah, and they dragging your name through the mud. It could be a friend that you helped out a lot, and now they dragging you in the mud because you decided to stand up for yourself. All right. through all of that pain and all of that shit that you went through, you had to reassess things, okay? We got that Four of Pentacles, okay? That's Capricorn twice, though, okay? Like, you have been focusing on saving, okay? Not controlling the narrative, okay? Really learning to balance your energy and seeing shit for what it is, though, okay? You could have definitely been stubborn in the past when it came to letting go of connections, though, but you know that the love you have is solid, though. It's real. And you know not a lot of people are able to have access to that now as you continue to go through these lessons that you're learning for people, and they're showing you who they really are now, and you really believe in them. You're believing them, because whoever I'm picking up on, it's just been a lot of shit that you've been kind of going through throughout these few years, okay? Cuffing season of any, within the last 5 years around cuffing season, people start showing they fucking ass, all right? However it fits in your life. And things have just got exposed. So even with your intuition telling you that you had to dial it back, you may not have known the full reason, but you've been trusting it. And ever since you've been doing that, shit's been getting exposed. And it's like, that's why I dialed it back. Like, confirmation. Thank you. Because that's why I needed to move around. Share my world, okay? People want you to share your world with them, okay? You're so silent now. Shit, they don't even know what you got going on. You just really tired of being betrayed by players. Yeah, it came back out. Knight of Cups again. Pisces twice. They was lusting after you. They was a player, okay? They try to turn their charm on. And for a while, it worked. For one of them, shit, it worked that you was all up lost in the motherfucking sauce. Doing way too much, okay? They were giving you absolutely nothing. They didn't show you that they were worth it. And now you realize that, okay? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Listen, now, the truth, you are that truth. You said you are the fucking receipts. You could be a Libra that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. You are the receipts. Okay. Like, you're not playing with nobody right now. And a lot of things are being exposed. So you feel like you have to keep yourself guarded. Like, you have to protect yourself right now. Because you don't know what the fuck is going to come out. Yeah, Death card. Because you are transforming. You know that it's very important for you to protect yourself right now. You could be a Scorpio that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with, especially from your family. Okay, you could be a Gemini that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with that Knight of Swords, though, but there's communication coming in. I'm telling you about whatever this illegal situation is, all right? And you got thrown into the shit, but you got receipts, all right? You ain't got nothing to do with it, but they keep trying to put you in it. For some of y'all, though, it's an inheritance. It's something that was supposed to be yours, and they hid that shit from you, your family, and that shit's about to come the fuck out. Like, you feel like loving your family is heavy for some of them because, damn, they make that shit hard. Like, that's what they make that shit hard. And they want to come maybe trying to communicate and explain it before it gets exposed. Don't force it to fit, but I'm telling you, that's what the hell I'm getting. Some of y'all about to find out something. All right, and you may have already, your intuition might already be telling you that something's coming. It is. Shit's getting fucking exposed for playing on your motherfucking top. Okay, yeah, playing on the Empress. All right, don't do it. For some of y'all, it could be a mother. Okay, it could be your mother. You could be a Taurus or a Libra. That's Libra twice that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with. It could be a mother figure. Okay. And they try to play on your money though, but they can't play with the Empress though. Like you know something's coming. If this has not been exposed to you yet, you do know something is coming though. Okay. Yep, that communication is coming. That's Gemini twice. Yeah, you definitely about to find some shit out. Whoever I'm picking up on, and it could be more than just the money. Shit, you about to find out a lot of shit about people. You could be finding out about somebody that you used to deal with, and they're losing everything. Okay, if it was an ex-spouse, baby mother, baby father, however it fits. They losing their house, they losing their car, okay? They losing money, okay? They could have lost their job, all right? And then you're the one to blame for that because you didn't take care of them like you supposed to type shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know, people are so selfish. That's the problem. And that's why you have to dial it back on people, though. You said you don't feel like anybody can share your world right now because they're too fucking greedy. They greedy and deceptive, okay? Yeah, you were born into a life of pain, whoever I'm picking up on, okay? A life of deception and denial of who you really are. Like, people around you causing you to doubt yourself. Like, shit, not no more. Like, you're literally in your divine energy, though. 333 could be significant, too, for you. You could be seeing that a lot. Yeah, the moon card. All right, that's Pisces 3 times, and then Cancer twice that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with, though. But there was so much deception. This is why you left them out the way that you did, though. Now they confused. because they don't really know what you know. And that's even when it comes to this money situation. They don't know what you know. Okay? Temperance. You could be a Sagittarius that I'm talking to or that you're dealing with, though. They don't know what you know, though. But what they do see is that you're healing, though. What they do see is that you are balancing yourself out, okay? And you are moving around in silence, though. You could be an alchemist. So it's even easier when you sensing something's coming. You sense something's coming. A tower is about to crash in somebody's life if it hasn't already started. You'll just start noticing the things. As you keep glowing, you're going to hear things, friends, shit that they going through just through the grapevine type shit. You ain't looking for it, but it's going to be exposed to you, though. Okay? Back and forth. Aaliyah. Yeah, somebody you was going back and forth with, too. They were trying to really slander your ass up in this bitch. Yeah, hilarious. That's pretty funny, though, because at the end of the day, though, when they try to really make you lose everything, they're the ones that's losing. It's funny. It's funny that because they laughed at your ass when you were going through the shit. They laughed at your ass when you were overgiving, and they thought you were naive, and they thought that you were stupid. They thought all of this shit about you, though. It's funny now because, oh my, have the tables turned, okay? Because you have been through your down periods and all of that shit. And then now that you're actually changing, people think it's a facade. No, this is you. This is literally who you are. And because you've been diligent, as you've been healing through all of this shit, more shit keeps getting exposed. You've been handling situations a lot different than how you used to. You're not begging for anybody to stay in your energy no more. Yeah, listen, wealthy. That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of stability. Whoever I'm talking about, you're very secure and you're headed towards a place of wealth, though. So you already know a lot of inconsiderate motherfuckers is going to want to stay in your energy. Why wouldn't they? You were doing it before, and then you become making more money. Oh shit! They said you should still be doing it, but you're learning. Not everybody can come on your journey. Closed-minded, and judgmental. 46. Yeah, because you got judged for being this nice, naive ass person. All right, that was just giving and giving and giving and not getting anything in return. You were dedicated to making sure everybody else was good, and you were forgetting about yourself. But they don't realize that this healing that you're doing, though, this isolation that you're doing, is really healing you. It's making you better. So they don't understand it, and they don't. And some people just feel like you should just be who you used to be. You should be taking their shit. You're not taking their shit no more. Self-centered. I'm trying to tell you, baby, they was selfish as fuck, baby, and they treated you like you was nothing. They had you fucked all the way up. And when was enough, and it was enough. When you started balancing your energy and standing up, man, standing up for yourself. No more past regrets, okay? Just accepting the decision that you made and learning how to handle that, okay? In whatever way that you needed to. You're not going back and forth with nobody. No more. That shit's done. Too much shit's being exposed. And you're kind of in this fight or flight type shit. Like, you really in survival mode of people, okay? Not necessarily of your finances and like your career. You're pretty solid there. But baby, you got this guard, and it's very understandable because you don't even know who the fuck you can trust right now. Especially when you find out who the fuck been playing in your name. Affectionate, okay? Yeah, you look, I said you had a lot of love to give. You're very affectionate, okay? You're very empathetic. It's coming out with the Queen of Cups. Like, you could be psychic too. So if you're an alchemist, you feel something coming, okay? You've been doing a lot. And it wouldn't surprise you for things to be exposed. It's almost like you're preparing yourself. Like your body is preparing yourself. Your soul is preparing yourself for these outcomes and how to handle these situations when they approach. Okay, because it's more than that one. Yeah, masculine. Okay, so you could be a masculine that I'm talking to, all right? Or it could be a masculine that wants to come show you some affection, but you're protecting your heart right now. You're really not at a place to trust anybody right now. Yeah. And, they could have been stubborn too as well. Or people feel like you're being stubborn now because you're not giving your energy like you used to. Is also what I'm getting. Yeah, moody. And that's, what? That's how they see you now, though, because you didn't used to be like that. They didn't, they always knew that they got that kind side of you. These players, these fucking lustful ass, greedy ass, inconsiderate ass lovers that lusted after you and shit. Now you got an attitude. Now you ain't giving it up and shit. Now it's a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you was so easy to do it. Okay, in the past, now you done cut the supply off. If you had options like that, I'm not saying you did. Don't force the fit. But whoever you was dealing with did, I'll tell you that much. and they did not consider your feelings at the fuck all. Okay, it put you. You always had a fucking attitude when they never came through. So if you know who I'm talking about in that interview, you always had an attitude because they never came through. And they talked a lot and they didn't back that shit up. All they were was words and narcissism, like just annoying. I'm so into you, SWE. And yeah, look at that. Now that you pulled away, they into you, okay? They into what you had. They into what you got. They're going to impulsively come towards you, too. Baby, these people showed their ass on you today, huh? They your energy heavy. Something definitely is about to be exposed, and your name is in it. That's what I keep getting. You're an old soul, okay? You feel like you've already been here before, okay? Like you are tapped in, okay? You're remembering things about how you used to feel when you were younger, like tapping into your inner child right now. Yeah, and hilarious that you've always liked to see the lighthearted things. You like to have fun. You like to laugh. You like to enjoy yourself. Okay, you feel like if the more you laugh, you can laugh off some of that pain. Okay, you might like to keep things lighthearted so you don't stay in your mind so much with all the deception, especially when it comes with your family. Is really what I'm getting. Like it's your family. So much drama, so much bullshit around your family, and you just really just removed yourself, and yeah, it's a problem. And then you about to find out something about some money. So you about to find out something about some money, or somebody about to go to jail, baby. Open-minded, okay? So whoever this is, they're gonna want you to have an open mind about what the fuck they put your name in, or if they literally took money from you, or if they gave you money that was fake, okay? Like however this fits, they're gonna want you to understand what the fuck happened. I don't see this going in their favor though. I mean, because the audacity is real. It's real, baby. Yeah, you said I'm not available to hear not a fucking thing that you got to say. Not when you playing with my money. Is you crazy? Like, are you dumb? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want to hear nothing you talking about. Like, that's what I'm getting. They done lost their motherfucking mind. They gonna end up in jail. Somebody going to jail. I'm telling you, you're gonna find out. And they're gonna want you to understand, especially if it was somebody that, claimed to love you and they was close to you. There's nothing that you're gonna be able to understand about that. Okay? They were being selfish. They chose themselves in the moment. They were inconsiderate in the moment. And it caused you, like they almost wanted you to lose everything, but they are. And shit's getting exposed. Okay? We got Gym Head. Okay, so somebody that you left out in the cold, you could have met them at the gym. You could definitely be in the gym right now, working on your body. Okay, your body's already T is what I'm getting, baby. Yeah, and you're an entrepreneur. Okay, like I said, you busy and people see that you got money. Okay, and you look like you got money. You look like you come from money. Okay, a lot of people feel like they can play with you and ask you for things and get things out of you because in the past or recently you're willing to do it. You will give people your last. If you had your last and they actually absolutely needed it, you would give it to them. Okay, but when is enough? Okay, of people being inconsiderate about you and what you do. Okay, just that reciprocation is what you were missing. Okay, and it put a damper on you even feeling like that you could move forward. Okay, something set you off. And it happened in cuffing season within the last 5 years. Okay, something happened, and ever since then you said I'm about to be selfish with myself from now the fuck on. Okay, and then when you find out, or if you have already found out about this money, that is why you're even more disconnected from your family or a lover, baby mother, baby however it fits. Okay. Yep, progress. 1, 2, 3. Like you're literally transforming and moving forward. 53, 53. These things are being exposed to you though. So you're learning how to handle it and move forward when necessary. Yeah, mindfulness. 2713. You've learned to be mindful that, people don't have to have the same, perception as you though, but there's gotta be some fucking respect. Okay? There's gotta be respect. We ain't talking about nothing, and that's what you own now. Okay, twin flame, 22, 22, 22. Okay, you really put yourself in alignment. You're in your purpose. You're walking in your purpose right now. Okay, whoever I'm picking up on. 1111, you're walking in your purpose right now. You're exactly where you need to be. Okay, you are on the path that you're supposed to be on. Everything that's happening right now is supposed to happen. Everything that's being exposed is supposed to be exposed to you. You're supposed to see this for what it is. Okay, no more illusions. Okay, no more you my family and you supposed to love me regardless. When they do some fucked up shit, baby, they gotta suffer the consequences. And your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, they tapping that ass. Okay, they tapping that ass because whoever it is, they losing it. They're losing everything, and they want to blame you, but shit, ain't nothing that you can do about this situation. Is what I'm getting. Ain't nothing you can do about it, baby. But continue to move forward. Okay, definitely cut that person off or sue them or whatever you need to do, especially if they played with your money, because that's what I'm getting. It's about to be exposed because it keeps coming in my mind. You're about to find out, and it is not who you expect. Okay, I said you was in your purpose. Didn't I just say that? You are. You literally are walking in your purpose right now. 7-7. Okay, you're progressing. Yeah, you're detaching from inconsiderate, self-absorbed ass people. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because you're in your habit now. 41-41. Shit, literally doing your thing because you reflected. Okay, 6-6-6. And then it's coming out with the dirty money, Empress. It could be your mother, okay, a mother figure, 5-5, 55-55. But you're trying to think about right now, who is it, okay? Who is it, okay? Whoever this reading is for, you're about to find out, okay? Manifestation, 1-1-1, okay? It had to be you, Silk. So somebody's definitely manifesting you into their energy, though, okay? They said you make the gray skies turn blue. All right, but you do that for a lot of people. It's just once they get a taste of that good ass energy of yours, yeah, of course they're gonna take it for what it is. They're low vibrational. They don't understand that it requires reciprocation. Okay, and whoever, like I said, whoever took this money or whatever the fuck is going on with this money, okay, they're gonna want you to be understanding because your family or a friend, like I said, who it's somebody close to you. I'm gonna tell you that. Sanctuary 616. You manifested this peace. You manifested you isolating yourself when you need to detach from the world, okay, and collect your thoughts. You're definitely going to need a lot of prayer, a lot of healing, a lot of protection, and a lot of willpower to get through this information you're going to see or find out. The receipts that are coming behind who you don't think it is that has something to do with whatever the fuck this scheme is going on. Okay. So let's do a timeline. Let's see when you might find out this shit, when shit's really getting exposed before we shut this shit down. Let's see. In June. Okay, so you could already found out in June. Your birthday could be in June. Okay, so that's Gemini and Cancer, and they were both out here though. Okay, it could have happened in June. Shit started getting exposed in June. Okay, you fully disconnecting or you just finding out little things as the days progressed. Okay, since June, last month. Okay. We got Come and Talk to Me from Jodeci. Yeah, people are in your energy, but that's not even the focus right now. Okay, he said, I don't want to talk to y'all, though. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck playing with in my goddamn money. A few weeks. Yeah, you about to find out, man. A few weeks. Okay, you about to find some shit out, man. Just about to get exposed. The more that you continue to elevate yourself, the more heightened your intuition gets, and you not second guessing it. Okay, you're already being nudged. Okay, since June, you could be feeling like something was off, right? Something was off, and it's nudging you to reflect on a situation. Okay, and when it gets exposed, you're gonna be like, it's just gonna click. Okay. In November. Okay. So didn't I say something in cuffing season? Whatever year within the last 5 years, cuffing season, it was like it's time for you to change. And that is how you felt. Your birthday could be in November, okay? So that's Sagittarius and Scorpio, and they're both out here, okay? Or it could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio, okay? That has something to do with what you got going on here, okay? Just somebody that was just very inconsiderate of you, okay? It could have been a partner, very inconsiderate, okay? They definitely just needed what they needed out of you, and they knew that they could always come back because you were always willing to give it, okay? You've changed that pattern, though. Okay, so cuffing season could have been that key factor where you're just like, okay, you know what, fuck you. I'm definitely not about to even keep you in my energy, okay? So they ain't dealt with you since. Okay, that could have been within the 5-year time here. Okay, it could have been sooner than that, but this is the period I'm getting. Sometime in one of these cuffing seasons, you had an epiphany to move the fuck around, and you've been doing that. So get ready, baby. Your shit's about to get exposed. Whoever I'm picking up on, it's the season. Okay, let me go ahead and leave it here for y'all. If this resonated with you, baby, go ahead and hit that like button. Like it in general, to energetically donate to the channel. It is free 99. It costs you not a damn thing. And to my new people, if you like how I read, you're fucking with my vibe, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back. I'm going to throw something else in the mix. Y'all take care.